she's back. Excuse me. I like at the tail end of this death that has been stalking me for the past week. So, you ready for the silly stories? Uh, I tell you, this week I know, I had to yell at my cousin because I'm like, what you doing? She's messing up. She's putting like a letter in there that wasn't supposed to be in there because that was what I used to do. That was the request letter for about the thing that came up with the 25 ways to know that the guy wants to break up with you, and she had put the question in last week as part of the count. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna look at them. So today, I have at least briefly perused the questions, which is unusual because usually I am, that's the first time I lay eyes on them when I'm on the air. But she messed up so bad. I was like, wait a minute, you need supervision. So yeah, get your dust mask on, get your asthma inhalers ready, get your drink in your other hand, and buckle down because these people it's some interesting issues this week. Anyway, I forgot to introduce and do all that formal stuff. I just start talking. This is the Debsterism Channel here on Twitch and YouTube. What we do here each Tuesday is review advice letters that have come into my column, which you can do as well. Up at the top of the YouTube channel, you'll see a button that says Get Advice. If you would like to have your question, considered for review on the air next week or one of the weeks coming up, just use that form and submit your question. Complete the form as completely as possible. Don't go overboard. I mean, I don't need to know all the details, but I do need enough information to make a good assessment about what's going on in your relationship. And these brave people whose letters are in this document did just that. So we're going to get started. Oh, you haven't missed anything yet, Lux. We're going to get started with this week's What the Fuck Tuesday. And be prepared, that is what you will be saying. It never fails. That's what we all say around here. What the fuck was that? What the hell was they thinking? So, all right, let's go. Question number 1. This is from a woman in the 36 to 45 age group. She lives in New York, New York. What should a woman do if she's been dating a guy for about a month and in the middle of sex she opens her eyes and sees that dude is recording her with his phone? To leave requires getting a lot of her belongings together and her coat, but it's impossible to get them together fast enough to get out before he's up and blocking the door, asking you to stay. What would you do in that situation? The first thing I would do is say, motherfucker, delete whatever you just recorded or I'm going to sue the fuck out of you. That's what we're going to do, and you're going to do some time in jail. I did not consent to that. I don't know what the fuck you're trying to do with that, but you better delete the shit right here, right now while I'm looking. Okay? Now, should he choose not to do that, then we're going to have a problem, and I would proceed to dial 911. Now, this is when it comes in handy. I remember having seen this app somewhere, and I don't remember where I saw it, where if you press this button, it starts the video recording of everything that's going on, and it immediately uploads it to the social media of your choice, which might be, in this case, say Facebook. So there is, or someplace in the cloud, so that it's off your phone. So even if they take your phone and throw it away or try to stomp it or whatever, it's too late. The shit was instantaneously transmitted to this third location, which is securely somewhere away, whatever, or it's blasting on Facebook and it's gonna catch them in the act, snatching your phone and this whole thing. But there will be evidence of what is going on. I need to find that app again. I was really amazed, and I had saved the information on my old computer, but when it crashed, that was the end of that. I'm not the best about backing up things, but maybe somebody who's a good web searcher can find it. But that's the main thing I would do. One thing I would not do is ever trust that man again. He could forget it. I'm getting the fuck up out of there. Don't you call me. I don't want to see you. You're a trifling piece of shit. Because, see, then they're going to upload it to some porn site or something. Or since he knows you or whatever, this is that stuff. We keep talking about sex trafficking. This is like a demonstration video for people to go and, decide that they want to turn to. So these kind of things are very That's why I don't like that kind of stuff where they want to be in the back of you and all this kind of stuff. See, I don't trust that. I don't trust that. It's like, motherfucker, give me your phone. I'm gonna do a pat down. I want to see everything that's on you, and we're gonna put your phone over there where I can see it, because we're not gonna have any of these kind of little games going on. I don't know. It's just unbelievable the stuff that they come up with that do this kind of stuff. And you don't want pictures. I mean, I've never let anybody, even my husband, you're not taking no nudie pictures of me. You're not taking no video of me doing shit except maybe cooking or something, rocking the baby, something like that. We're not going to do that. You're not going to have my face on somebody else's body or put something up there and try to, edit it and make it look like it's something that it ain't. You're not doing that. Not to me. You're not going to do it. Yes, honey, this is my new lipstick. My little 17-year-old cousin that I forgot to put that picture on. I meant to show it to you guys today and I forgot until just now. Told me about this company, so she had given me this lipstick. I think the thing cost like $4. Right down my alley, because I don't I don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't want to go spend $50 on like lipstick and stuff. I don't. That's people be buying these Fendi's and Macs and all. See, I'm not that makes me get the willies. I'm like, nah, I'll just be ugly. It takes all that to look good. I'm good. Yeah, this is I forgot what it is. I don't have to look, but it's like a little tube, and that's what she gave me. And my little 17-year-old pic. Oh yeah, that's right. That's it. Color Pop. That's right. That's what it is. You're right. And it doesn't get on your teeth. I like that. This is great. And I think it was on sale for like $4. I'm like, shit, I should have bought 50 of these damn things. But anyway, I digress. $2,000, Lux. When you doing too much. All right, so that's what I would do, young lady, in that situation. And since you at his house, obviously, well, I guess you're at his house. Yeah, because you're talking about getting your coat and getting ready to get a leave. So it's not your house. So you know where he lives. You know his name. It's very easy to file a cease and desist order on someone like that and to sue them for damages. So that's some shit that niggas be coming up with some bullshit, and you gotta hit them where it hurts in their pocket. Make him have to sell his car and sell his Jordans and shit to pay your damages. I bet you the motherfucker think twice then. Oh my God. Unbelievable. All right, let's move on to question number 2. You on What the Fuck Tuesday. If you just wandered in here, on Tuesdays we do live relationship advice questions and answers. These questions have been submitted previously. I am reading them on the air and responding off the cuff in real time. Okay, this is not rehearsed. This is the question. That's all there is. I don't have any, outlines or answers or anything. All right, this is from a guy. Oh, good. I like it when we get guy questions. He's in the 18 to 25 age group from Fairfax, Virginia. I have been seeing this woman for a month, and things have gone well. We have good conversations. There's attraction. She has a great job, and we have some things in common. And she seems like a genuinely nice person. Well, about 3 weeks into it, I got a text from a friend wanting to set me up with her girlfriend who I've always been interested in. She also has a good job, good look, smart, and very funny. Me and the first girl agreed to be exclusive before I was invited to go out for coffee with the second girl. Now I'm wondering if I'm doing the right thing. What should I do? First of all, dude, really? A month? What's your rush? I mean, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this. I know, people are like, well, we're going to be exclusive and we're this and we're going to be that. Okay, after a month, that's just too soon. You committed to some shit you don't even know what you're committing to yet. And young ladies, hear me on this, okay? I know everybody want a label and they want a title. They be like, well, what are we doing? Where is this going? What am I to you? Blah, 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 all this stuff. Slow your roll. Cool your jets. Put the brakes on. You don't know too much about this person in a month. I mean, it's nice and it's romantic, it's just going to be the two of us. And the music plays and the violins and the angels sing and all of those shit. But in reality, you don't know anybody in a month. It takes, even at 3 months, when that's about the time I think people should be making that determination to move forward, either as a couple, just the two of them, or to, just continue being whatever they are for another couple of months until they decide, or to break, move on and to find other people. In about 90 days, you'll pretty much have a good idea of who this person is. With all that said, young man, if you were my son, I would say go and meet the other girl. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna screw her. You're not gonna do nothing. You're going to meet her and talk to her. And the reason why I say this is sometimes when people, it's like the fish that got away. So it gets magnified in your mind as being something bigger, better, and greater than what it really is. Because you pined after, you wanted her, you liked her all this time and all stuff. So you had a lot of time to build an association of fantasy perfection about this chick that may very well not be. Not only that, you'll have a comparative, you have somebody to compare it to because you think very highly of this first girl, the 1 month girl, which, well, I mean, never mind, I already talked about that. You seem to think pretty highly of her. So with that image in mind, meeting the other chick, you can more realistically assess exactly if she is as wonderful as you imagine that she is, or if the one that you already have now is better. Now, the reason I want you to do this, and don't you dare say anything to that little girl, I want you to do this because I want you to either break up with her or move forward with her positive that you're making the right choice. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't want you to play with her. So I want you to know, I want you to be either all in or all out. And if this is something that's lingering, some baggage that you need to get clear of, then I want you to do that. Now, I know it's going to be a whole bunch of people that disagree with me, but I think that you rushed into this a little bit too soon. I mean, I'm glad you liked the girl. I mean, obviously you did, otherwise you wouldn't have committed to her. But as long as this is lingering over your head, she's never going to get all of you. And I want you to be very clear what you're doing with this girl. Okay, so you go, you meet the chick, you have coffee, lunch, whatever, you laugh and giggle, and I want you to think as you're doing this, stay emotionally, stay calm emotionally, don't get caught up. Ask her questions, think about it, see what her experiences is, see how she compares to the young lady that you're already affiliated with. And I'm thinking that you're going to feel like you made the right choice. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, no, Terrell is not here. We're not going to be living together, dude. They just going to be like hanging out. My God. Do we just jump to like, you know, you know what? Terrell, I told you you could come to the chat, but I told you that you need to be quiet. I see you done already coming here talking shit, talking crazy. All right, Okay, so yeah, he's going up for coffee. Go to the coffee and then do what you need to do, after that. Okay, because I don't want you thinking that forever looking at this girl. Yeah, but it could have, would have, should have with the other one. Oh, I wonder how it would have been if I was dating so and so. Yeah, I don't want you to do that. I want you to be all in with the young lady that you with, or all out. You make a decision. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I want you to clarify your feelings. you know. All right. Well, he made a committed. It's just going to be the two of them kind of promise thing, a month in, which was just way too premature. I can't with you young people. All right. Shit, I messed around. I mean, I dated my husband for at least 6 months, and I was still just doing what the fuck I pleased. And so, that's just how that is. Question number 3. This is from a young lady in the 26 to 35 age group. And she's from Amsterdam. Oh. She says, I found out that the man I was dating has schizophrenia. Oh, Lord, you should see how she spelled it. But I know that's what she meant. It's seriously ebonically. What language do they speak in Amsterdam? Dutch? Okay, well, whatever. He hid it from me. I want a child, and she put in parentheses, not with him, but I'm scared to date again and invest again in a man. Should I wait for the one or just have fun and see what life brings? What am I, like Miss Cleo? Come on now. Okay. I'm going to say this. You did good to get away from somebody who's got mental illness because that shit is hereditary. If you don't believe me, read my article called The Stupid Motherfucker Gene. I mean, it's a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing, but it really is talking about some serious issues with mental illness that runs in families. I mean, people crazy as a Betsy bug, crossed eyes, bowed legs, bad backs and jacked up teeth, all that shit. Hunchbacks and stuff, all that shit is genetic, plus dumbness, as well as mental illness things. It just tends to be like it's in the gene pool. Oh, they speak Dutch, that's what I thought. So you don't want to have no baby that you already know is going to be crazy from before you even make it. What the fuck? Hell no. You did good there. I'll give you good job. Now, he might just have, if he has a kind of schizophrenia that's kind of lightweight, that is controlled with medicine, those people pretty function pretty well. I mean, they don't. When people talk about schizophrenia, they be talking about the ones that see things and hear things. They living like in this alternate universe and shit. It can get really bad. But for you, like you in the 26 to 35, girl, what you gonna be scared of? I mean, you know what I mean? That's why you date. So you don't, that's your vetting process. If you don't remember how to vet, look at my video called How to Vet a Man or Vetting Men or some shit like that. But anyway, some of vetting on the title, and listen to that really well and take notes. And then that makes you feel more empowered. So you're not just, just dating somebody willy nilly. You're able to think about, well, what does this mean? And how is he saying this? And, what's that indicate? And how important is this behavior or this thing that he said? And how does this mesh with me and my values and my morals and my family? You go into the dating thing with your qualifiers in your hand, like a list kind of, but it's up here. And there's nothing to be afraid of. I mean, if the guy works out, he works out. If he doesn't, he's just next his ass. It's like 50 billion men in this world. You don't need to worry about, because you got in a situation with one whack ass fool. I mean, just keep it, don't keep it moving, girl. Keep it moving. Yeah, no struggle G's, honey. I met a dude that told me that his son was schizophrenic. And I'm looking at my little daughter thinking, okay, well, see, you got a schizophrenic son who might flip the fuck out if he gets to take his meds. And if he does something to my daughter, oh my God, you going to a funeral. So I decided, you know what, I really wasn't really trying to be involved in all of that because I seriously would have had to hurt that boy. But I decided it was better just to get rid of both of them. So I got rid of the potential problem and the potential problem maker all in one fell swoop. Bye-bye. This is over. This shit's over. But that's why you date people, And I was so happy I hadn't slept with him or nothing. And honey, I was like, ooh wee. He got comfortable. This is about 3 months in, and he started telling me about his family. He had a schizophrenic sister and his son, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. What about you? I'm looking at him. Okay, where's your pill box? It just gave me the willies. I don't want to be affiliated with crazy. So I'm just like, okay, well, this is over. Yeah, I'm telling you. That was going to be weird. Okay, so sometimes, schizophrenia appears to be depression, but they tend to do weird stuff. Like they just sit, like they do what they call it catatonic, where they just sit there, like they just sit there like this. And they might sit in the dark, or they might sit at the park. They might sit in the office chair and just stare. And just like, you'd be like this and they just be, it's really weird. Have you ever seen, you probably didn't know what you was looking at. Maybe thought they was high or something. I'm telling you, schizophrenic people are scary as fuck. I'm not scared of a whole bunch of stuff, but now I'm not doing people that, they walk in circles or, they want to go up and down stairs like 55 million times and stuff. It's just too weird for me. So I don't blame her for leaving. And honey, but just arm yourself. That's what the women on this channel are doing. They're arming themselves with knowledge about how to date. It's smarter, not harder. That used to be the name of my show on Blog Talk. Date smarter, not harder. And excuse me, it's something that I think, nobody's training their daughters on how to do this. So you got like leagues of young women going out in the United States trying to figure out how to find a man that suits them, and they have no idea what to look for. Some vague movie shit, somebody told them at church or something like that. But that doesn't address common ground. It doesn't address weird behaviors. It doesn't address red flags that you need to know what when he does this or says that, what it means in the big picture. And I think that's what's really lacking in a lot of advice columnists. They don't connect those dots for you. They just give you information. I'm going to connect every dot, and then I'm going to make sure you understand what we just connected. Okay, so it's a little bit different around here. Some people might feel it's a little remedial, but if that's what you need, then that's what I'm going to give you. Because I'm tired of seeing all these young women getting dogged out and putting themselves in these really weird, kind of scary situations, chasing love. And I'm like, honey, you could chase this shit till your legs wear out into nubs. You never gonna get that. Not with this dude. And since I can see it so easily, um, you know, what happened to a van? I hope they died. Shit. All of them. All of them. Because they used to wear me out. Give me all kind of headaches. All right, let's move on now. How many letters is it this week? Wait, usually I'll look. Oh my, we got 13. I only did 13 a couple of weeks ago. All right, well, let's dig in. We're going to be here for a minute, folks. Please feel free to share the link with your friends if you know, or, put it up on your social media wall. Tweet it. Get some more folks up in here. There's always a big party here. Someone that has schizophrenia, he has a full conversation with himself. What? Yes, he know. No. Never mind, because I don't want you all to think that I'm really mean, but let me just shut up. Okay, next letter. This woman is female. She's 36 to 45 age group. She lives in Hot Atlanta. Oh, no. You know what, I hate to say this, but every single letter since I've been doing this advice column in the 90s from Atlanta is always of supreme level fuckery. I mean, okay, here's regular fuckery. The fuckery that comes out of Atlanta, you can't even see it. It's off screen. That's how high it is. Fuck you. He has said this to me so many times over our 20 plus year marriage. Oh my God. When he is frustrated with me or when we are in an argument, each time I tell him it's wrong to say that. It hurts me. And I never swear at him. Why not? You niggas say fuck you, fuck you and your mama and all them raggedy ass kids and every motherfucker in your goddamn family. Fuck all y'all. But everybody's not me. So she says, it hurts me so much that most times I cry myself to sleep. Please. The only bitch gonna be crying in this house is gonna be that motherfucker. He very rarely apologizes for saying it. Why should he? Because you keep taking it. Oh my God. He's also demeaning and demanding and has deliberately forgot important dates. Birthday, anniversary, Valentine's Day. Useless piece of shit. This motherfucker. See, I'm going to start sneezing in a minute. The dust. The dust is flying up from the page. We started counseling and it was slightly better between us. My husband now has weekly work meetings at the same time as our weekly marriage counselor appointment was. And the swearing started again. He did it again tonight when we were on a silly argument about how to cook something. My 6-year-old son was in the room right next to us and heard it. I am so upset and numb. Later, I sat with my son as we were looking on the computer. See, this is when people give way too much information. I said, Dad seems to be very frustrated tonight. Please promise me that you will never swear at someone. And he said he heard him and he promises. See, she could have left all that out. The problem is I feel I cannot communicate with him about anything without him getting defensive or mad at me. It has reached a point where I'm afraid to be around him. He doesn't speak to anyone else this way. Of course, if I agree with him about everything and just do what he wants and he's happy and everything is fine. I don't know if it's worth trying to fix this relationship. I feel like he has no respect for me at all and I feel trapped. I haven't worked in 10 plus years. I have a college degree and spent 20 years in high-tech marketing and sales. But fear of being gone from the industry for so long will make it hard to start another career. Any advice? Yes. Let me put this shit down. I'm holding all the letters. I don't want to do that. Okay. You need to learn how to cuss, first of all. When he says fuck you, you say fuck you in your ass. You have to just you gotta get gully with this motherfucker. So he's a bully. That's what he is. Now, the second thing is if you don't want to do that because you sound like the nice kind of lady, that's why you let him get away with this shit for 20 years. He wouldn't have got away with this shit 20 seconds in my life. So he knows that there's no repercussions for his behavior. No matter what he did, how he talks to you, how he treats you, so callously, so little regard, you stayed there. There is never a punishment. He never suffered at all for talking to you like that and treating you like that. What were you thinking, lady? Now, I'm not trying to victim blame here. I'm trying to get you to understand that you are a large part of this problem because he can't treat you like that if you're not there. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. You have the power to get your two legs like this and walk away from this fool. You just stayed there. And you got a 16-year-old son. I mean, he can get a job and he can do shit. You guys should have moved out and he could have got a job and helped you pay rent and everything else. A little part-time and weekend job. All right. Okay, so he's not doing marriage counseling no more. You can't communicate with him because he gets mad. You feel afraid to be around him. See, this is concerning to me. He doesn't speak anyone else to this way. He wants you to be in control. So that if he barks and you jump, then he's okay. He's happy with that. No respect. You feel trapped. And it's trying to make. No, it's not. Because he's obviously shown this is not who he is. He's not going to change. You've been with the man. I mean, he's probably in his 40s. You in the, what age group did you say? 36 to 45. So, I mean, he's at least in his late 40s, right? And so he's not going to change. I mean, wasting time thinking that he's going to change. I mean, it's nice that you went to therapy and all that, but that would have been mostly to help you make the decision that it was time to stop putting energy into this and to leave him. Now, let's talk about this college, your tech marketing and sales experience that never goes out of style. Now, what I suggest, if you got a tech bookstore near you, go and fresh up, refresh your mind. You lick the lingo, get up on the latest stuff. You can do that at home. And what you might have to do to get back in, because the techniques, like a foundation of marketing and sales, that never changes. What changes is what you're marketing and selling. And of course, now there's more advanced techniques that probably weren't around 20, well, they definitely weren't around 20 years ago. Video marketing is very popular now. People do packages of books and speaking engagements and things like that, along with video trainings and stuff. So there's a whole avenue of new technology, website development and marketing the website and, ebooks and all this kind of stuff that did not exist 20 years ago. So you have to get up on that technology and know what you're talking about and know how it's utilized. But like I said, you can do all of that by reading books and studying online. You don't need to have a job to do that. Then you're going to have to go in and you're going to have to start at a much lower level than where you were to get in the door. Okay, but you will have a job. You will be getting experience, and you can climb back up because you have the basic foundation and experience that people would be looking for. Versus some fresh out of college kid, they don't know how to talk to people. And marketing and sales, that's most of it. You're selling a product. You're selling yourself. You have to know how to relate to people, and mature people do that a lot better than the young ones. So just polish yourself up, girl. Lift your chin up. Get your confidence going here. You have a excellent background that you can use anywhere. You can use that anywhere. Just build your confidence level up. You'll be all right. And get rid of this fool. See an attorney. Probably make an appointment to see one next week and talk about your options. I think you'll find that you're in a better position than what you think you are. This is What the Fuck Tuesday. My name is Deborah Cooper. She won't go nowhere. I don't know. I don't usually hear back from them. But everybody's bottom line is different. Everybody's bottom line is different. And some people are willing, it takes them longer to get fed up. I think, have an expanding stomach or something. I don't know. My patience level for bullshit is so minimal, it's like ridiculous. Ridiculous. Who is this typing these weird letters and stuff? I don't like that, so I blocked her. All right. Yes, this is grounds for divorce and a whole bunch of other things. I don't know. I blocked that person because that's some bullshit. Don't come in the chat acting stupid. You're not gonna say nothing. Then go away. All right. Question number 5. Female, 46 to 55, Alexandria, Virginia. Hello, Deborah. Ooh, this is long. I love your advice column. I wish I had known of you years ago. You could have saved me a lot of time that I've wasted on men. I grew up in a single parent home, and my mom wasn't cool with her 4 girls being around men. She didn't trust any of them. Smart lady. from uncles to cousins, so we missed out on a lot of male female interactions. Your advice column is the conversations that I wish my mom, aunts, or grandmother would have had with us girls. I tell every young lady that's dating or in college about your show. Oh, thank you. Yay. Now to my question. Well, whoever the fuck it is, they gone. Well, block them again. Just keep blocking them. I have to read this so I can't. You know what I mean? You guys kind of help a sister out. I can't do both. Um, Now to my question. I am a recent divorcee for about 3 years. No serious relationships in between. I have been enjoying my quote empty nest. I met this guy from an online dating site. I know you don't like him. You right. We have been talking over the phone and texting for the past few days and decided to meet for the first time. It was just a casual interaction for me to see who I was talking to. So we met at a local mall and the chemistry was out of control right from the start. Ooh, you nasty. We talked and my hot box was on fire. So on fire that I had to cut the meeting short and head home. Oh my. I vaguely remember you telling a similar story about a guy that you had met. Yes, I was a total hoe. I'll refresh you on that story because I still remember it. Whew. I know that the initial integration was nothing but lust, but I was attracted to him because he's the guy that can tell me no when it comes to being said. My personality is very strong, so most men over time will give in to me. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to proceed with him, if at all. If I can't control old girl around him, we may never need to share the same space. I've never had this kind of connection with a guy mentally and physically so soon. I don't want to jump into this too quickly, but at the same time, why not? All of my kids are out of the house, so maybe it's time for mama to have a little fun. Help me, please. Well, I'm going to say this. Girl, your ass is 46 to 55. You do your thing. Do what the fuck you want to. Um, get rid of his ass. I told him to come in here and act like he had some damn sense. Vanessa is one of my moderators, and she will say something to you. She will say something to you. Lady Boss will say something to you. Uh, Bedwitch will say something to you because they all got the power to do that. You don't like it, get the fuck out. That's how it is. I told you on the wall that, this is my shit. It runs my way. And this is my backup team. So you come in here and act like you got some goddamn sense, you can stay. Don't come in here trying to regulate nothing. This is a women's thing. You here as a guest. You need to respect it and act right. I don't like that bullshit. Now, back to my question. Do what you want to do. Your ass is old. Shit, you might croak next week. Be like me. I'll be thinking about that kind of stuff. Shit. I've had friends that didn't make it to 40 because they asses had heart attacks and strokes and shit and checked up on out of here. Well, okay, but just, be just watchful. Okay. I'll tone down with you then, but just don't be talking to them disrespectfully. Um, you got the heats for the dude. You know what? I mean, go experience it. Make sure that you are smart though. Don't be like these young ones jumping up with no condoms and doing all this fancy shit and all this stuff. Next thing you end up with some kind of horrible disease. Keep your mind on what you're supposed to be doing to protect yourself, and be watchful. Don't be bringing no valuables and shit. Because some of these people you meet online, they fucking crooks. So, they know somebody, more mature woman. She gonna have some nice jewelry, probably be driving a nice car. You know what I mean? You just be careful with that kind of stuff. But if you can get all that situated, and if somebody knows where your ass is, don't just be bouncing around because you think, I'm older now, something, nothing's gonna happen to me. Don't believe it. I make sure that somebody knows where you are, and take a picture. Make sure you let's take a picture together. Send it to your friends so people know who the fuck you with, and they have a picture of his ass. That kind of stuff. And then just go do what you need to do. I have nothing else to say about that. You jumping in, don't jump into bed though thinking that you're going to get up with a relationship. That's my last caveat. Okay, you jumping into bed, you get jumping into bed for a fuck. Just keep it to that and you'll be all right. Don't think about nothing else. And I hope that old dude can lay some pipe. Because otherwise, you just going to be writing me talking about, girl, I'm so mad. Well, she ain't trying to marry dude. She just want to get that fire quenched. And that's a horrible thing in your 40s. Man, I'm not saying it's gonna stop him. I said that helps him in case some bullshit goes down. It helps him be found. I didn't say anything about stopping it. The only thing stopping motherfucker is a bullet. But we should hope that that's not the case. All right, now this letter is super fucking ridiculous long. Okay, we get ready to skim over this. Okay, so she meets this guy in 2013. They start dating. After a year, she wanted to introduce him to her parents, but he said he wasn't ready to commit and involve families. So they go to college in different states. They only get to see each other for 2 to 3 weeks vacation in a year. Okay, so that means they just like pen pals. Okay, they didn't Skype nothing. He's not tech savvy. Sometimes we didn't speak to each other for 1 to 2 months. All right, I decided to introduce him again after our graduation in 2015, but he was still not ready as he failed on his finals. He didn't want to meet my parents without completing his degree. So more time passed. We completed our masters. Okay, so this is another 2 years in different states, and we were not that much active in communication. During his finals, he again failed exams, and he was devastated. I was upset because he was not ready to commit because he wanted to make a bright career before final commitment. Meanwhile, my parents found out about him, and my parents started discouraging me about him because he never wanted to commit. hmm Um, so last year he entered a PhD program in my city, and I'm on my 3rd year of my PhD. This girl's smart. And then I felt it was time for commitment, after all these years. But he was arrested in a case of molestation and banned from the hostel. Not only a year, Lutz family, 4 years of bachelor, 2 years of master, and 3 years of her working on her PhD. And he's still not ready and gets arrested for molestation. Okay. Woo! I believe he's innocent, but the court case will resume unless he can prove himself innocent before then. He does not have an alibi. His reputation is ruined in his institution. My parents found out about all this and they tell me to cut all contact. I'm still friends with him, but I no longer feel the same way. I know you don't. I believe that he's innocent, but I don't want him to be his girlfriend because he's irresponsible and indifferent in a relationship. I told him this, but now he's blackmailing me. He said that he will commit suicide if I break up with him. My parents arranged my marriage with a person that we know. He's a decent, responsible guy, and I want to move on with him because I also started liking his caring and responsible nature, and this is what I always wanted from my boyfriend, but I never got. He's familiar to me and my family for a long time. He knows about my boyfriend. He also met him once, but he does not know that we're in a relationship for 6 years. He knows that we are very good friends since our school days. Okay. She convinced herself that he was busy, even though he never paid any much attention to her. We have never had sex or any sort of physical relations in our 6 years. But my boyfriend says that no one will believe it. I am in a 6 year relationship and have never had sex. I want to move on with my life, but the new person, I'm afraid to tell him the truth because I fear he will think as my boyfriend described. It'll be very disrespectful for me, him, and my family. Okay, you very traditional family. Okay. They're friends. It would be disrespectful to them too. How can I respectfully break up with my boyfriend? I really quit cheating on the person with whom my marriage was arranged. Okay, let's go back to the beginning of this fucking novel you wrote. All right, you don't have a boyfriend, and this is the game you about to play. Because I can tell you don't have no game. You're too naive. First of all, this idiot should have been dumped. He was never your boyfriend. You never had any physical contact with him, and he only talked to him 2 or 3 times a year for like years. And you call that a boyfriend? What are you thinking? Okay, so this is something you can flip this around on his ass real easy because everybody's gonna know that you guys really didn't spend much time together, right? So it's not like, it was a hot, sordid, and passionate relationship. His family knows you. He barely saw you. Your family knows he barely saw you. You was in different states. You was doing different things. So you covered. You don't have nothing to worry about. You tripping. What you're going to do is you're going to tell your boyfriend that this guy has always been a close friend of yours. Now, I want you to listen carefully to what I'm saying here, and you're going to use your own words, but this is the message you're going to convey. You're going to tell your fiance person that you've always been friends with this guy since high school. Right, but years would go by and you really wouldn't see him or even really talk to him that much. But now that he finds out that you're engaged and he wants to ruin it by saying that you that he's gonna kill himself unless you break up with, would be with him or whatever, and that you slept with him when you've never even touched him, you had never had any kind of physical contact with him. All you thought of him was as a friend, a boy friend versus a girl friend. You get my drift here. You got to come with this hard, and you got to play this game out so that this guy does not fuck up your life. Now, why you were dealing with him for so long, I do not know. I don't understand that at all. I'm really trying to, imagine what was going on in your mind. I mean, you're progressing with your career, your education is on point. You must have some really, really good, strong parents. I applaud them. I wish, more parents were like that. But honey, the one side of your life that's all messed up is your concept of what is a boyfriend and a relationship. This clown was never that, and he's a loser and he's a criminal. And so that's when you need to make it, it's very clear to your boyfriend the kind of character that this guy has. You need to, what they call it, smear his character, which he actually did himself. But that's what you're going to focus on. This guy failed in school. He flunked out. I tried to still be his friend. I mean, I tried to provide encouragement and support to him all these years because I've known him since we were kids and in high school and blah blah blah. This is what I'm saying is this is how you're gonna have to play this because he's trying to fuck you over. He has no moral compass. The guy is a loser and a jerk, and now he's a pervert and a criminal. So it's going to be very easy for you to paint him the way that he is and say, I don't want anything to do with him. As soon as he found out I was getting married to you, then he starts threatening me by saying he's going to tell you all of these things that are not true. And, all I tried to do was be his friend, and this is how he treats me. Oh, he's such a horrible person. He's going to ruin my life. That's what you got to do. All right? And then don't you block his fucking ass and don't you ever talk to him again. You make a decision to move forward with this other dude. Don't ever talk to him again. I mean, it's nice that your families know each other stuff, but you know what? Well, after you get married, you need to cut that tie. And your parents will be very understanding about why you need to do it when they hear how he's threatening you. Okay, they're not going to want nothing to do with that dude or his fucked up parents. Because his parents are fucked up because their kid is all fucked up. Shit. Yeah, that helps. Somebody suggested that she should record him, threatening her. That is a good idea. But, this guy, he is a piece of work. He is a loser. Ooh, wee. I can't stand loser ass dudes. All right. Let's move on to question number 7 of our 13 tonight. These are some fucking doozies. Wait, I need a swig. Yeah, he would have to go. I don't know. I don't have patience for that. Like I said, I don't do long distance. You can't get to me in 20 minutes. It's over. I can't be doing all this shit on the phone and Skyping and shit, talking about that's my boyfriend. That's like my boyfriend is a fucking computer. That's what that is. No. Okay, question number 7. This is a woman, 26 to 35 age group from San Luis Obispo. That's here in California, for those of you who don't know. So even though the last guy I was just posting about was a dud anyway, posting about where? She must have. Did she post something on the wall? Anyway, I decided to ask men who are messaging me online what they were looking for, even the ones I am not interested in, to get a good range of answers. Oh, maybe she meant from Facebook or something. Every guy I asked, age 30 to 38, said that they are looking for someone to have fun with / get to know casually and see where it leads to without any pressure or a variant along those same lines. Few mention anything about a relationship being the end goal. Deb, is this all that guys online are looking for? Something casual? Or do men just not admit up front that they are looking for a relationship? How do you determine the ones who are looking for something serious? She likes the drama. Let me see. How do I answer this? Okay, all the years I've been doing this, online dating became like this really big thing in the mid 90s. Before that, it was newspaper personals where most people would do their personals ads and stuff, and these chat lines and whatnot. So, 30 to 38. Mm, I'm going to tell you this from my experience and my, well, I don't know what race it is. In San Luis Obispo, that tends to be more white people down there in this particular case, unless he's a college student. But 26 to 35, they out of school, so that's not the case. Anyway, I'm gonna say this from my experience. I'd say I'd have to divide dudes who are online into four categories. Yes, that's number one, the pussy hounds. They just trying to get a hookup. They don't really care too much about what you look like. They just want to, just bop it. That's it. That's their whole focus. Okay, so that's maybe a quarter of the dudes. They just players and pussy hounds. And then the second group, I think, are like, like the MGTOW basement dweller. Um, Nobody wants them in real life, so they pretend to be something magnificent online. They probably have a fake picture up. You'll never meet them, but because they want to hide, they just want some female contact and stuff. They want to talk to you and exchange chats with you, but they never don't want to meet anybody, not in person, because they feel too insecure. And they know that once they do meet you, that you reject them like everybody else in the world has, because they eat their boogers and they just smell and this kind of stuff. Okay, so that's another 25%. There's another 25% who are the guys who are in relationships of some sort, right? They already committed somewhere. They got a wife, they got a girlfriend, and they out there dibbing and dabbing. They also are looking for a hookup. Well, all of these three of these kind are looking for a hookup. I mean, the basement dweller dude would be happy if somebody gave him some pity pussy. Trust me. But then you move on to this guy, and he is tipping. He may be looking for that kind that want to tip out and get like a chick with a dick, or he's on the DL, so the people he's looking for are other men. But those is 25% of those. And I'd say the final 25% are just regular, normal heterosexual dudes who are looking for a girlfriend, a wife, something long term, somebody to grow old with and have a family. Okay, so that's 25% of the men that you will find online are about something that you might want to have a relationship. Now let's start breaking that down. This is not scientific. This is all Deborah Cooper's own personal analysis. People don't be saying, well, I need some stats and figures. You will not find any. This is coming from my head and my vast experience with people. So when you get to that final 25%, the heterosexual men, of course, they still would like a hookup too. But that's not their primary focus. They want, they want to have it with the nice lady, because they don't want to, they're the kind of dudes that don't want to have stray miscellaneous babies nowhere. They want to bring somebody home, to their parents. I mean, these dudes tend to be like really well raised, even if he's not well educated, he's a solid kind of dude. His friends speak highly of him. Everybody in his neighborhood speaks highly of him. How he's a great young man. His boss loves him. That kind of dude, okay? So there's half of those are going to be, even though that's his ultimate goal, that doesn't mean he wants it right now. Okay, so he's still in that category, but it doesn't mean he wants it right now, nor does it mean he wants it with you. So he may be like, well, yeah, that's my eventual goal. So even though he's the type that you want, he's not really what you want, because he's not ready yet, or he's not willing to take the step yet. He just wants to chill a little more, maybe do his business, or build up his career or something. I mean, he's the dude, but he's just not the dude right now. So now we're to that final 12.5%, who's the dude, and he's ready, and he likes you, and there you go. That is Deborah's analysis of the online dating world. I don't know how accurate it is, but that's what I think. Oh, men they don't even read the profiles. It's some magical shit. I don't know. So, yeah, but most of them dudes would just be nothing to waste your time. And I think the main thing that a lot of women dude, they meet the dude and they get too caught up and they get all these expectations. They're not sure which one of them four categories he's in. And, they get excited and they want to create a quote relationship because they're, in that thirsty relationship mode. And so they sleep with the dude and then they think that, they're going to have, there's going to be something magical popping off. And of course it doesn't. That's not what he's there for. That's not his goal. So, you think it sounds about right? I think so too. I've given this quite a lot of thought over the years, and I haven't seen anything that proves me wrong yet. But see, that's what I do with my life. I don't do normal stuff. I sit around and think about crazy bullshit. But that's what I think. So out of all those men, about 12.5% are ready, willing, and able to be the man that you want. The rest of them just gonna be wasting some time. All right, so that's my response to you, young lady. All right, let's move on to question number 8. We got 13 questions. This is a young woman. She's in the 18 to 25 age group, and she's from England. I have been together with my 32-year-old partner for 3 years. I am 24. I've recently discovered that he's been watching porn. Oh, which does bother me slightly, but only because he hasn't been very attentive to me recently. I found it on a shared tablet that we both use. Anyway, that's not the main issue. My issue is the type of porn he's been searching for. It all seems to involve brother and sister. Oh, what the fuck? Like actually searching these terms, not just browsing and happening upon a video. I have tried talking to him, but he gets defensive. In all honesty, it's made me feel sick. Oh my God. And I'm not sure if I could ever let him touch me again. He does have a stepsister, if that's of any help. Girl, let me say, okay, Flojo and Usain Bolt. You need to like channel both of them and run. That's how fast you need to jet from this fool because he is whack. 32 years old having sexual fantasies about his stepsister if he hasn't already done something to her because you don't say how long they've been step siblings. So with him being that age, it could have been the thing where she was like younger and all kind of other stuff happened. We don't know. You didn't say. My imagination is running wild, so I do put that caveat in there. Don't say I'm saying this is a factual situation. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it makes me wonder because this is not normal. And see, like she says, so he's putting it in so that it shows up in the search string in the browser, right? That means you type those terms in, not just browsing sites just in general. He searched it from the search engine, from the URL thing. So nah, dude is just lost. You need to flee. Wow, he's a perv. Yeesh. That would turn me off too. I don't want no parts of that. Ooh, these dudes get creep. Something's wrong with men these days. I'm not joking right now. It's just some kind of sickness going around when it comes to them and their dicks. It's like some kind of just something twisted. That just makes no sense. Yes. Those kinds scare me because then, he might start, you got a daughter, right? That he going to start imagining that he's her brother. And the next thing you know, your kid is all messed over with some old pervert. Yes, stage left, right, up in the sky, dig a tunnel. I don't care how you have to do it. You need to get away from this fool. Ooh, honey. Oh, my God. Oh, just when I think I've seen everything, something new comes across my desk. Oh, to adjust my shirt. I call this my Beetlejuice shirt. look like Beetlejuice outfit. I wore this to a meeting and I said, I'm like, oh, you look really nice today. I said, oh, you guys must like Beetlejuice. And the whole room fell out laughing. But anyway, I digress. Question number 9. Lady Boss, pound prevent dust. Y'all clowning. You clowning in the chat room. Yeah, he knew she would find out. Like I said, remember the 25 ways that men let you know they want to break up video? I was like, hello, vodka. Girl, I know you just want to be like, back up and then take a running start and cannonball into a bat of vodka. Shit. I need to absorb it through my pores. These people, something's wrong with these people. All right, we on question number 9. This is a lady, 36 to 45 from Indianapolis, Indiana. Hi, Deborah. I have a lifelong friend who from the start has always emulated me since we were 13 years old. We have become very close over the years, but no matter how close, I always feel she was jealous of me. I hated it, and she always made me feel uncomfortable. She got pregnant and later married her son's father. He did the right thing to continue to care for her and their son. Overall, wait, is this part of this letter too? Oh, yeah. Oops. Overall, he's a good guy, but he told me before that he wasn't in love with her. I eventually reconnected with a childhood male friend that's my best friend, and I both know. I ended up marrying him. She resented me for it. She mentioned during my courtship that she used to date him in high school and I was out of bounds for dating him and broke the girl code. Because of this, we did not talk for 3 years. Fast forward to today. Okay, high school, and fast forward to today. We have spent the last couple of years healing our friendship and cleared the air. Unfortunately, I divorced recently. I personally believe she is somewhat relieved because now she can have me all to herself. I was in an abusive marriage and I'm grateful I got out. But in the back of my mind, I feel she's somewhat glad that it failed. In the hopes of moving on, I've had my eye on a guy for the past couple of years. We have been attempting to form a friendship. I didn't want to pursue anything with him until I knew I was legally divorced. My best friend knows of him since I opened up to her about my feelings for him. The guy I like works on cars and does maintenance on both of our vehicles, including her husband's car. She is well aware that I like this guy and my attentions. Just the other day, she mentioned that she and the guy I like were chatting it up on the phone. The way she described the convo was like they were talking like old pals. It really triggered me. She went into detail about how they have so much in common, etc. Please share your thoughts and how I should move forward with this friendship. First of all, she's a frenemy. That's not your friend. Okay? That's you just put that in there. Number 2, stop telling this bitch your business. Okay? I don't know what I mean, she's already proven that she's full of shit to you. Lady, come on now. You just putting yourself in the same situation that you were in before where she's all up in your mix about him over a man. That door should have been closed once you got a divorce. You don't need to know nothing about what you like, what you're doing, who you talking to, nothing. You don't talk to her. You say, oh, I'm healing. I'm just reading books. You have to have some vague shit with this chick. Okay, you keep her on the outside of your romantic life from this point forward. You're hearing this letter today. Don't you talk to that hoe about your relationships anymore. Now, what you need to do is go to dude and just, okay, you've been liking him for a couple of years and all this old bullshit like you guys are 5. What you need to do is say, look, I've been really, I want to tell you straight up, I was, interested in, getting to know you a little better and stuff like this, but I have some concerns. And the concern is, the closeness of your relationship with this, whatever friend, Anna, your closer relationship with Anna. I've had some drama with her before concerning a man, the guy that I later married and divorced. And I, don't want any kind of repeat situation like that. So I need to hear from you what it is that's going on between the two of you, and get very clear on this. I don't want to jump to any conclusions. I don't want to make any assumptions. I want to hear from you what your deal is with this woman, and she's married. So what's going on? That would be me. I don't like to guess, and I'm not going to be getting in my feelings about some shit that I imagine. I want to hear from dude. What the fuck is going on? Now, I also have to say this. You've been trying to, quote, get something going with him. Dude knows you divorced. If he was interested in you, he would have jumped on that shit. So the fact that he didn't, that tells you something. Okay? You need to pay attention to that. If he knew, y'all was talking and all stuff, and you finally became available, and his ass was available too, he would have been all of you like white on rice, and he's not. You sit up here writing a letter, tripping because he's chit-chatting with this other chick and this married woman. So I'm going to suggest to you that you abandon that situation, really, now that I've been thinking I've talked it through. But if you want closure with him, a lot of people want closure, still have that conversation. I don't give a fuck because it's like you wasn't dating him, so whatever. But if, everybody's not me, so if you want to, find out and close those doors and have that conversation with dude or whatever, you do that. But your next step is going to be you're going to start dating people that she doesn't know. You're not going to tell her about the people that you're dating. You're not going to mention no names, know what they look like. You're not going to show her ass no pictures. You're not going to do nothing. You're not going to bring the dudes around her. Nothing. You're not going to do that. And that's going to be the only way that you're going to break this little situation. By the time she meets anybody that you deal with, y'all should be so tight. You be thick as thieves. Got a engagement ring on or some shit. Then she can meet him. But, this chick is, this chick is not, she ain't it. She ain't. You're talking some shit about high school. I mean, what? This bitch is stupid. It's like what, you were 15 years old and bitch, you in your 40s now and you want to still talk about that shit like you got dibs on some dick that you never even got? You nice, because she would have been so far from my life. I don't have time for that kind of stuff. That silliness. Girl code when you 15 and your ass is 45 now and you still talking about some dude from the past 40 years ago, 30 years ago. Yeah, oh, Terrell. Okay, see, now, Terrell, now you being useful. Terrell said she's going to say Deb told me not to tell you anything. I should hope you are not that dumb. Okay, don't do that. I mean, you can if you want to. So she could be mad at me, and then she bet bring her ass over here so I can light her up. I say you look a fucking freak, friend of me, bitch. All kind of backstabbing hoes. I'll just lose my mind on her. So she wouldn't want to do that. So, I mean, if that makes you feel better, you can't say that. You can blame it on me. But whatever happens, you better keep your mouth shut. Okay, you're just going to be standing in this endless vortex of this kind of bullshit with this woman if you don't extract yourself from it. And the way to extract yourself from it is to do this and stop talking. All right, question number 10. This is a guy from Singapore. Wow. 26 to 35 age group. My girlfriend is a cabin crew member. Oh, that means a flight attendant in Americanese. Yeah, that's the best girl code. I learned my lesson the hard way. And I often send her to and from the airport, even in the middle of the night, as much as I could, apart from my work. The drive journey is about 40 minutes from her house. By public transport, it would take 1 hour and 30 minutes. So he must mean that he hires a car for her or something. Okay. Now the situation happens that my car is no longer in service. We also had a decision to not get a new car. It's I could save up more money for our marriage and house as we have plans to settle down within 1 or 2 years. She has also agreed to take her company free transport, mostly at night. However, when she landed back around 11 p.m., her response to me was, why didn't I put in the effort to go to her house and drive her family car? It's about 20 minutes taking public transport from my place to hers. She insists that she would want me to fetch her from the airport despite not having a car, but it would take me much more effort to travel down just to wait for her and accompany her to the airport. I told her if her flight is between 6 to 10, I could stay back a few hours past my working hours and travel down. It's about a 40-minute journey from my workplace to the airport to wait for her. I have changed a lot of my laziness to put in more effort in this relationship, but I feel if I were to give in to this request, I might be tired myself in the future if I continue to not have a car. I tried reasoning with her, but she kept insisting this is part of an effort I should be doing, and any other reasons not to will just be excuses to her. Can you please advise me on how I should handle this situation? I would also love to hear your utmost honest opinion if I have fault in any area. Thank you, Deb. Wow. I mean, from Singapore. I did see on there I was having a lot of people from Asia, different countries in Asia coming through. So I guess, I don't know what to say. Okay, let me tell you, sir. This is the thing. You need to get rid of that bitch. Okay, I don't know who the fuck she thinks she is. What kind of princess you got? You want a chauffeur, bitch? Hire a fucking car. That's what you do with some of the money that you made from being a flight attendant. Hey, you, what kind of little willy wussy are you? You don't tell no bitch your ass ain't married to what to do with your money. Save money for wedding. Let her family pay for the fucking wedding. Why you got to pay for the wedding? They are supposed to pay for the wedding. Okay, the bride's family pays for the wedding. You don't pay for the wedding. So what you need to do is take your money and go to the car dealership and buy yourself a car. Okay, you're going to buy a car. And you're going to tell her, when I have time, I will pick you up and drive you there. Other than that, you need to make arrangements to get to and from your job the best way that you can, just like I do. Okay, it's not my job to work all day and then play chauffeur boy all night to you. That's your, you make it work. Send your parents, you can stay at your parents' house and shit, they 20 minutes away and the car's right there. Tell the motherfuckers to go pick you up. What the fuck? Dude, you doing too much. and you letting her bully you into I mean, I'm all for couples working together and stuff, don't get me wrong. But at a certain point, you have to get up and go to work the next day and stuff like that. And you're gonna be all taking a bus, getting cars, driving her at 11 o'clock. And I mean, when are you gonna get home and get the rest of you can do well on your job the next day? I mean, what she's showing me is a complete lack of consideration for what's going on in your world. I mean, if it's a weekend or something, then yeah, you guys can go out after, have some drinks and shit, go dancing, whatever. But if you got to get up and go to work the next day, these kind of demands are unreasonable. They're unreasonable, and they're going to put you in a very bad situation where you having problems on your with your employer. So this is something that you really need to think about, like a long-term thing. This could be very damaging to to your career. But yes, you buy yourself a car. Go do it tomorrow or this weekend or something. Don't take her. Let her ass find out when you got the car, And then just tell her, well, I guess it's going to take us longer to get married. And the way you've been acting lately, I'm not really sure that that's something I really want to do. Because you too demanding. I'm not seeing where this is a partnership. I'm seeing where you cracking and whipping. I'm supposed to just buck and jump. And that shit ain't working for me. And you need to say it in Chinese so she understands it, of course. Don't say it in English like me. And then, she understand, fuck you and all that kind of shit is the same in any language. I mean, this chick, yeah, she got to go. Yeah, this is just like, I bust everybody. I don't give a fuck. They'd be like, well, you too soft on women. The hell I am. I be calling it like I see it. When they do some fucked up shit, I tell them your shit is fucked up. Like this chick right here. Yeah, I know they can be very demanding, but he needs to get his G on. I mean, the sexiest Asian dudes are the ones that don't take no shit. They just have that mean mug, especially when they got that goatee and shit. Ooh, I love that shit. That shit is sexy as hell. So, you sitting up there looking like, you bowing to the queen or something. You need to check her ass. Say, bitch, get out of here. Go sit down some damn where. I just, you need to get your testosterone working, Holmes. Don't be letting her run you like that. Yeah, go to the dealership. Get you the car of your choice, because you know what? You're going to be the only one paying for it. And make sure that she don't have no money, her name on any of your bank accounts. And if she got some on there, take that bitch's name off of your shit. It's your money, it's your job, it's your wallet, and you're not married. So you keep your stuff separate. Don't put her name on your car. Don't you do nothing. Don't even let her drive it. So make sure your insurance is only for you, so she can't drive it. I'll fix her ass. She wouldn't be fucking with me. She'll be wanting to get off the plane and come pick me up. Whew. All right, we're on question number 11, lovely people. Yeah, I just like, that's always been my favorite. Asian man's always been my first boyfriend was Chinese. Well, half Chinese and half Hawaiian. And that motherfucker was fine and smart as hell. So, this shit is real. But you know what? You better act right. You guys keep an eye on that. Female, age 21. She's from California. Wait, this shit is long. Yeah, somebody. Lady Boss, that's my girl. Yeah, trying to make married folks decisions. Shit, even when I was married, I had my own car. You're not going to tell me what to do. My husband, I think I said he used to work, he would work away and stuff, but I had to get up. I had a job too. That's when I was working at law firms. And I had to be working like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. And don't let me be working on a trial. That was my specialty, was trial prep stuff. It was trial prep paralegal. And so, we got a big case coming up. Say we got to be in court Monday morning. Well, I'm working all weekend, right? I don't have time to be dropping your ass off at the airport. I got to be at work. And, just bust him. Just tell him, don't let him even be in here. He's stupid. And so he was like, well, you're not even going to pick me up. I'm like, no, get one of your boys to do it or get a cab or some shit. I'm tired. I have shit to do. And, so I'm just not, I have very strict boundaries to how you're going to, exhaust my energy levels. I like to use my energy for what I want to use it for. And that, if I feel like giving you some, I like you enough or whatever, I will. But other than that, I don't even want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. I'm definitely not chauffeuring your ass around. I'm not doing any of that. So, you could ask me and then you're going to hear no. I mean, what you want from me? I'm not doing it. Whew. Korean and Jewish? Oh, that sounds like a cute mix. This is unbelievable. Yes, please don't use those letters. That's a oh, those letters are like cursed. All right, she says my boyfriend comes from a pretty open and accepting Latino slash white family. Okay, so he's biracial. I come from a family with strict Indian values, and my parents don't even know I'm in a relationship or anything about the man I'm seeing. They would not be happy if they knew just because of cultural differences. My boyfriend of 6 months is dropping out of college next semester, and he's asked me to run away when semester ends. He has no choice but to drop out at this point because he has purposefully flunked his classes. Up, another bum user, another sharp, smart little Indian girl with some bum ass motherfucker. This is ridiculous. He had first asked me around October, but I never gave him a solid answer. Eventually, I was put in a situation where I just felt like I had to say yes, even though I don't think this is a wise idea for me. He says to just trust him and know that I'll live a life filled with love and that he'll do anything for me. Put some love on a cracker and see how full your stomach gets. The reason I started to say yes is because I know that he's going to end the relationship had I said no, in order to protect himself from a more harsh heartbreak. The reason it wouldn't work if he left and I stayed is because of the distance. I know that keeping it is kind of selfish, but he's my first love, and I don't want to lose him. I'm running out of time, and I still haven't figured out how to say that I cannot drop out of school. I'm a junior in college. My parents have invested so much into my education, and I just don't see a future for myself without a degree. I want to tell him that I can't go with him, but I also want him to just cherish the time that we have together rather than end things for no good reason. But if he really doesn't want to continue this, after we go our separate ways. I don't know how to break my own heart and his. Oh, girl, you've been reading too many Harlequin romances. Someone please tell me how to approach this. I want to be with him because he's my first love and hopefully my last, but I also want to stay in school. Apparently, I can't have both. Deb, I feel like I've only given a little information, but I'm not sure how else to put my thoughts into words. Oh, girl, you need to beat your ass, your own ass. Okay, first of all, he's going to be a college dropout. Loser. Purposely flunking his classes. Loser. He asked you to run away with him. Loser. He don't th- you know it's stupid because all he's gonna offer is love. He don't have no job, he don't have no money, and he don't have no education. Loser. All right, and then you said yes because you scared to end the relationship. Why are you afraid to lose a relationship with a loser? And you're like, well, he's my first love. So what the fuck? You gotta have a first everything. You had a first shit too. You know what I mean? It's like what? So the first time you rode a bike and fell and busted your face. Okay, you got up and you learned how to ride a bike. So you've ridden a bike like hundreds of times since then. You know what I mean? Dick is the same way. I mean, you don't get stuck on one. And you talking about, well, I don't want to lose them. You don't lose people. They go away. They're not like pocket change where you lose it from a hole in your pocket, or you lose your wallet, or you lose your phone. These are people. They do this. Okay? And he's talking about it's gonna be selfish. He's a loser. He's not offering you anything. Use that education you have right now to sit down and make a list of what this motherfucker offers you. Can he pay rent? Can he just rent an apartment? Can he get a job? How much money is he going to be making? Will you be able to eat? Who's going to pay your tuition if you run off with him? Because your parents are going to cut your ass off and act like they disowned you. So a whole bunch of shit that you have a bright and shining future. If you don't say no to this fool, you're going to lose everything worrying about your quote first love. First don't mean best. It just means first. It don't mean only. It don't mean last. It just means first. Okay? It's not the best. Just the first. So you have plenty of opportunities to meet some stellar individual who's got his shit together as long as you stay on track. You know how to break your own heart. You say, look, this is a dusty, busted loser, and I don't want no parts of this shit. And then you cut him loose and let him go on down the dusty trail where dusty bunnies go. And then you keep your butt at school and you do what you need to do and honor your parents and respect the fact that they have sacrificed everything to get you where you are. Don't you dare disrespect them like that. Don't you dare worrying about this fucking idiot. I'm going to reach through the computer and choke the shit out of you right about now. This makes no goddamn sense. I mean, first I was like, kind of concerned, but now I'm getting mad. This makes no sense. This letter should have never come to me. You're 21 years old. That's a grown woman. You need to know how to say no to an idiot. It's like you think about what's your parent, you think about the love and respect you have for your parents, and you think about giving all that up and turning your back on and breaking their hearts, okay? Those are the hearts you need to be thinking about right now. You're thinking about yourself, and you think about this stupid idiot. And you think about those two people who sacrificed and worked their asses off to get you where you are. Those are the only two people you need to be thinking about right now. My answer is done. Whew, these people, I swear. She's 21, Lux, 21 years old, but she's from a traditional Indian family. And, so she's been probably pretty sheltered, and she puts all this romantic faith in, love and all this old shit. Please, love, smurf. Love don't do shit but get you in a world of trouble when you're young and dumb. I mean, any love that I would feel at this age is going to be completely different from any love that I had at 16, any love I had at 25, any love I had at 30. It's going to be different because I'm different. So, when people are young like that, they think that this is the end all and be all because it's their first relationship and they just put everything into it, all their fantasies and, their childhood dreams and romance and books they read and movies they saw. All of that comes rolled together in this big ball of unrealistic expectations of happily ever after. And when you have somebody like this dude who's a total fucking loser, there's no way in this world, if you let your parents get wind of this shit, they're going to put your ass in a cage. You better get this shit together real quick. Your daddy find out you ain't gonna be you in trouble. Social services, it probably leaves the prison because he gonna be looking for some money, so he gonna do something criminal. And she gonna be right there with him, and her ass gonna get arrested too. Woo wee. Let's look at my lipstick. I like this stuff. $4 lipstick. This is the Haps. All right, let's talk about question number 12. Well, before I do that, let me go back because there was this lady that wrote the thing about having a hot box. And there was a story I wanted to tell. You know how I like to interject my story times. When I was in college, I went with a group of my friends. Some of them were a couple of friends I still had from high school. It was about 6 of us. And we took off and we going to Hawaii. So we went to Hawaii, and it was our first day. We had a week, and it was there. We rented this place, and we was going to be there for the whole week, right? So it's our first day. We got there, and we was walking around Oahu at this big market thing. I don't know. I don't remember the name of it now. It was so long ago. You know how long ago when I was in college. And so we walked around. It's like a typical tourist trap, buying trinkets and shit. And so I'm walking, right, and I see this guy walking towards me. And our eyes locked, and I tell you, I have never had, before or since, never had that kind of feeling. And it was like I recognized him. It was just kind of freaky, like in retrospect. And he made through the crowd a beeline to me with this big old shit-eating grin on his face. He was like, "Hi," and I said, "Hi," and he said, "What's your name?" So I told him. He told me his name. He said, "Come with me." I said, "Okay." I told all my friends, "Bye." And I went off with him back to his place and stayed with him the whole week, fucking like bunny rabbits. It was unbelievable. And it was just such an intense connection. I don't know. It was just so, I mean, of course, I would never do anything like that now. And, this people be like turning up missing and shit. But, in that era, it just was it was just different. And he was a sailor, even though he was in the Navy. And so he was there, and I don't know, that was like a fabulous week of my life. It's like some great memories, and yeah, it was great. So, I was like, oh, look, it's time to go. He had bought me some clothes and everything because I didn't even go back to the hotel to get my friends. I was like, where the fuck did you go? We were scared. We didn't know what happened to you. I'm like, no, I told you I was fine, not to worry about me. And that's that was it. I didn't spend no time with him when we was in Hawaii. I was all up on the dude. It was like wonderful. But, we both knew that it was coming to an end. So I think sometimes, that when you have parameters around something, you just be living it like extra hard because you know it's coming to an end. It's not a forever thing where you could stretch the joy out. We had to compile it all into a 7-day period. So, it was like getting ready to be time for me to be at the airport and stuff. So he dropped me back off at the place where they were. I packed up all my stuff. We went to the airport and that was that. And it was years later. And when I was married, I had my daughter and everything. And I was walking down Market Street in San Francisco, and why did I see him? It was like the same feeling, but now my life is completely different. And so I was not even about to go down that road. He was all up in my face trying to see if that could happen again. I'm like, nah, I'm not that chick no more. But I still have great memories. It's good to see you. And that was that. So that's my story, hot box story. Of course, I was way younger than she is, but shut up, lady boss. Yeah, it was some fabulous, unbelievable passion. A Sagittarius. See, Leo. That is, I mean, if you're talking about hot sex, that's what you're gonna get. But you talk about some sense stuff. Oh yeah, whoo, honey. So if I didn't ever do nothing else wild in my life, which of course I did, that would have been enough to live on for 60 years. But that shit was so bomb. I tell you, it was just unbelievable. It's like he could read my mind and vice versa. So there was a lot of screaming going on. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't be jealous, girl. Go to Hawaii. Ah, I'm not. I will never tell what we did. Just all you need to know is that's the only part you need to know. Lady Voss be killing me. I'm like, where did I find this person? How did she find me? She kind of cray. Oh, too funny. All right, this is the last letter of the day. Yes, honey. It's definitely something I think you know every woman should experience that kind of you know that kind of passion. Because you never know that it's in you until you experience it. I never done anything. I never even thought about doing anything like that before, and I definitely was. I was scared to do it, after. But in that moment, I'm telling you, it was something about like we out of all them people. You know how you go to them tourist spots? It was like a zillion people. It's like packed in there like fucking sardines. But it's like I could just feel him. It's like heat, and I turned, and it's like we locked eyes through all those people. Of course, he's way taller than me. He's like 6'2", and my little short ass. So I was like, wow, this is kind of amazing. But you getting your ticket. Yeah, just don't go messing with them nignogs in Jamaica. Them are some useless motherfuckers. I can't be bothered. All right, this is our last question. I hope you guys have had a good time here. We're nearing the end, but we still got more to go. This was a long one. Okay, this woman is 37. She's married and she's from Los Gatos, California. The Cats. That's down here, like near San Jose. Those of you who you've heard of the Silicon Valley, right? That's Los Gatos is down that way. Okay, I've been married for about a year. My husband and I both come from two-parent households where both sets of parents were married for many years but not in happy relationships. I thought I should tell you that. Anyway, my husband and I decided to try for a baby recently, and we were pregnant in about 4 months, but sadly lost the baby at 15 weeks. Oh, that's big. This was 6 weeks ago. We were both so excited for a child, and when I lost the baby, he was an incredible support. He was just what I needed emotionally. My husband wasn't really interested in sex from the time I got pregnant until now. Although he says he wants to try again for a baby, he doesn't ever initiate, although he is often affectionate. He lashed out at me a couple of times recently. Nothing physical. And since I was getting confused about his behavior, I did something I regretted. I snooped on his phone. I never expected to find what I did. He had 2 accounts on dating websites, and I found text messages with a masseuse while I was out of town the other night. It seems to have been more of a prostitute as he was meeting her at a hotel and her website had nude photos. Now I don't know what to do. I love this man, but I'm completely blindsided. Do I confront him? How do I approach this? I am devastated. I really want to have a child, and I'm worried that because of my age, this may be my only chance. 37. However, I know I can't knowingly bring a child into this situation. If what I found is real, and I think it must be, can I ever trust him again? We are both intelligent, highly educated tech professionals, and I keep thinking that I can reason my way out of this. I just don't know how, though. I haven't told anyone about this but you, as I am mortified, and am now feeling very isolated and hurt, and I need some of your clarity. Do I have clarity? Your husband is on some bullshit for real. Now, I'm going to say this in his defense, because we don't know how long this is going on, so that's a big question mark. But let's just say that this is, a recent development, because it makes it sound like he wasn't treating you like this before, and that's what made you get suspicious. This behavior's new, right? I mean, that's what I interpret from what you wrote. So people deal with grief in different ways. Okay, now this is not an excuse. I'm not excusing his behavior in any way. I want you to understand this. I'm saying that people deal with grief in different ways. Some people drink themselves half to death. Some people drug themselves half to death. Some people sleep themselves into a stupor. Some people just want to be busy all the time and work themselves to death. And other people resort to something like sex, like sex addiction type behaviors. That sounds like what's going on with him. You were motivated to look on his phone because of the change in your relationship. That's completely normal. Women are very sensitive to their men's emotional states. That's why he doesn't. You probably didn't understand. That he was sending out those vibes. But it's very difficult. I think sometimes when men, he has to grieve the loss of that baby before he feels he has the courage to make another one, because he's scared that one might be lost too, and he wouldn't know what to do. Because I'm sure he wanted to do his grieving, but he had to put it aside because he had to be an emotional support for you. You understand where I'm going with this? Like I said, I'm not making this excuse. This is an explanation which might help you understand why he's doing this dumb fuck shit that he's doing. So what you can do, you've only been married for a year, I would suggest that you talk to your husband, because whatever you do, you need to clear the air. Whether you decide to stay with him or whether you decide to leave him, you need to feel good about the decision that you make. You need clarity from him, not just from me. So what you need to do is sit down and say, I found this on your phone, and this is stuff. So what's going on with you? Be calm. Okay, handle your shit like a G. Don't be sitting there crying and sniveling and acting all stupid trying to make him feel guilty. He's not going to talk to you if you do it that way. You need to be strong and, cry later. Go to your friend's house or something and go in your car or something and go cry. But right now you need to keep your face straight, your voice strong with some bass in it. And you need to say, what the fuck is going on with you, sir? What is this? What is this? And, see what he says, because what it may happen is that you guys only been together for a year. Your husband is that emotionally fragile type of dude. And it would be good that you found out this now, because say if you had a baby and the baby had birth defects, or if you got cancer or something, had to get a breast removed or uterus, a hysterectomy or something, your husband would be acting just like this. He's that kind that would like to check out versus roll up his sleeves and deal with what is. You see what I'm saying? Escapist behaviors. And when you have a man like that, he's not strong enough, even though whatever age he is, he's not strong enough to handle it. And it's better, like I said, that you find this out now so that you can go and get a divorce before you involve a kid in this bullshit. Now, because that's where I think this is headed. The final point that I want to make here is 37 is not too old. You working as a tech IT person, you making bank. Okay, you don't need him if you want to be a mama. All you need to do is carry your ass to a sperm bank and make the magic happen. Okay, millions of women do it in your situation. They don't have the kind of husband they want, but you know what? You got money, so you can hire a nanny and shit. You can you can do this. You can do this. And it's better, I think, to do that if you really want to, if you want to have, you want to be a mom. So to make sure that you stay physically healthy, because him dabbling in the sex industry, you don't know what he's gonna bring home to you, and it could fuck you up so that you can't have any children. You feeling me? That could be one of the reasons why you have lost the other baby, because we don't know what was going on, but you've got some kind of infection in your cervix that could be, the cause of it. So you need to go to the doctor, get yourself physically, I mean, I'm sure they did all those tests because once you had the miscarriage and all that stuff, but just go anyway if you, especially you had any kind of, you did have sex with him. You said that he wasn't having it, but let's in case he did, go and get another checkup, sit down and talk with his ass, make a decision about what to do with your marriage, because you got a husband like that is going to fold up and not really deal with his emotions. It's going to create problems for you later. Understand what you got here, the kind of man you got. He's weak. I mean, he can play the game, but as far as like being a consistently strong person, when challenged with something that where he needs to be strong for his family, he can't sustain it. And so you have a special needs kids or something. You got to be that kind of man that can just like roll with the shit for 20 years, because that's what's going to happen. The kid is going to stay alive and stuff. And he's going to give up and go check out and go see hookers and prostitutes and massage parlors, sex holes and shit. You don't want that. So this is a turning point for you. I have a suspicion that you're going to end up divorced, and like I said, that may not be a bad thing. And then you go on and get your baby through some other means, and don't worry about him. Don't even worry about a man. Just go get your sperm bank game tight and make it happen. You can afford it. You don't need his ass. So, wow, what a show, huh? Cheers. Yeah, it's good to know to know now, before you get in a situation where you really need him and your back is up against the wall and he leaves you hanging and abandons you and runs off. That's the kind of dude that does that and just leaves you, by yourself to handle everything. Yeah, more thumbs up. That would be great. If everybody here hit the like button, it's free to hit the like button. This show is free. My moderators, I mean, they get my wonderful thanks and stuff, but they do this for free. I mean, it's like, come on, y'all. This happens every week, and a lot of people put effort and work into making this production happen for you and these videos, so that you, are not only entertained but educated, and you can, when you leave this show, you leave smarter than you were when you got here. That's what we always want to do here. All right. So let me see. What else do we have coming up? Okay, so Thursday, I don't know what we're going to talk about on Thursday, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. But that's when we'll be back Thursday. And then I usually do a show either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I don't know which one. Just make sure you're a subscriber, though, so that you can find out. Because I'll do what we call a pop-up and just sit down and start recording. And then the notification goes out. And those who are lucky enough to get it can come and join the party. And those who are not, we'll just hear about it later. And you may be like, oh, I missed it. Well, you should have been a subscriber, then that wouldn't have happened. That's your fault. What you want me to do? Okay, this is Deb Cooper from survivingdating.com. You can go over there and read some of the 500 articles that I've written over the last 20 years on dating and relationships. And you can also submit your advice question, like I said, at the top of the YouTube channel. You will get advice. Send in your question for consideration for an upcoming What the Fuck Tuesday broadcast. Thanks, everybody, for coming and sitting in with me. And I will see you all on Thursday night. Be here or be square.